Hey guys, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Thanks for coming back for another crafty venture. You know, I could not let Valentine's Day come and go without sharing my final Kissy Lip card in my Kissy Lip card series. I'm so proud of myself that I'm actually completing this series. Do y'all realize that I started a Christmas series and I think I only did 2 and never got back to it? I completely forgot. So even though there are only 3 videos in this little series, I'm completing it and I'm very happy. And also, I'm very happy and proud of myself because the background for this card, that pink with it's called a Cloud Lattice stencil. That's from my gel plate play day several weeks ago. And I'm proud of myself for actually using up my prints, my pulls. Because a lot of times, you know, you sit down, you make backgrounds, and then they just get put in a pile. They never get used. A pile, a folder, a drawer, whatever. But I'm using them and I'm happy with it. I'm pleased with myself for following through, and just I'm happy with the outcome, A, of the pulls, and B, of the cards that I'm making. So back to this card, because I'm digressing all over the place. This particular card, I am using the Big Lips stencil from acolorfullifedesigns, and the Cloud Lattice stencil on that background is also from ACLD. And it's huge. I had to cut this panel out at 6 by 6. And my card ends up being about 6 by 6, not quite, but almost. But I used the Transfer Gel Duo from Decofoil. And here you can see that I'm putting down some foil over the top of that. And this foil is Candy Apple Heat Transfer Foil from Technique Junkies. But of course, with the Duo Transfer Gel, you don't have to have heat. And I was just trying to see if I just apply a little bit of pressure if it was going to stick, but no, it needs more pressure than that. But I actually do put this one through my laminator. I've not used my laminator in a very long time, so I decided I'd go ahead and use it. And you want to make sure that it's dry, or not dry, but cooled off before you peel the foil off. I'm working one-handed there because my cat was in my lap. But you can see how well it's stuck. You see that imprint on the foil, and here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? And then look at what's left over. You can make another card out of that. I haven't quite figured out how to do it, but I can do it. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. But it's gorgeous. Like, I never knew I was a giant kissy lip kind of girl, but I guess I am. So this particular set is a mask and a stamp. So here I'm putting the mask over the actual lips, and then I'm going to take that stripe stencil. It's called the Drizzle Stripes. That's from the February release. And I've used it several times. You guys have seen me use that stencil several times. I love a stripe. And this one, because it has that kind of loosey-goosey watercolor look to it, yeah, steals my heart. I love it. I'm all about irregularities. So you saw me take it off screen. I put a little bit of the pixie spray. I know a lot of people have love-hate relationship with pixie spray. I love it, especially for these kinds of things that are real detailed and kind of flimsy because there's so much open space. I use the pixie spray, and you just gotta wait till it's dry. I've not had any residue if I wait till it's dry. So then I wasn't sure if I wanted to use my my pink glitter drops or if I wanted to use my glitter spread, which I can't remember what this one is. Is that the Stickles again? I think it is. That Stickles is getting a lot of use these days. But I decided I was going to do both because either way it was going to be tone on tone, but I wanted just that kind of cast of pink when the light hit it. So you saw me squirt out some of the pink, and now I'm going in with the Stickles and just spreading it around, trying to make sure that I go with the grain of the stencil if I can. Sometimes I get too close to the edges and I feel like I've got to go the other direction, but that's wrong. Usually there's no right or wrong, but yeah, I don't want the excess to get up under that. So anyway, now I'm peeling them off, and that glitter glaze is just there, and it's going to dry, and it's going to be beautiful, and it's not adding any extra color to the background because I used very little of the pink, but it just adds that glitter and that texture and that kind of raised effect around the lips. And you saw me kind of fold and score my card base. It's a little over 6 by 6 actually. I think it's 6 by 6.5 maybe. And I have cut out the word moi, M-U-W-A. I know technically or traditionally maybe moi has an H at the end, but I thought, you know, is anybody going to spell check me on a sound? I don't know. Anyway, since my card base is a little bit bigger than my panel, I felt like it needed a little something to kind of frame it out that the card panel did. So I had this excess from a slimline die cut. You know, you cut out the frame and then you've got that excess, and it has that beautiful scallop left on it. So I saved those. And here it's coming in with perfect use. You saw me cut them down into individual strips, and I'm just going to glue them onto the sides because the card is a little bit wider than it is tall. So I felt like I needed to just kind of add a little bit more to that, to the width of it essentially, and it frames it out perfectly. I almost wish that it needed more room at the top and the bottom so I could add more scallop, but there just wasn't enough room. So in the end, I feel like this was perfect. So I just put them on with a little bit of the liquid glue and let it dry. And while it's drying, I'm going to go ahead and adhere my Kissy sound, my moi. And I cut those letters out with the Pink Fresh Studio Alpha Adore die set, and I love this set. I want to get some more of their alphas, and I think I've had this about a year, and before I got it I never thought that I had any need for an alphabet die set. I was wrong. I don't use it excessively, but when I use it, I'm so very glad that I have it. And it's just a nice bold serif font. It's not too big. I think they're about, I don't know, maybe 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches. They're not incredibly big, but they have the outline as well as the inside. And so here I'm just using the inside. I felt like with the outline, you can see the outline laying over there on the left. I felt like with the outline, it was just a little too bulky. And even though it's like, numbers are not my friends, so I don't know how big those outlines are, but they're not big. It's like wire size. I don't know. Anyway, it just added that much more bulk to each individual letter, which added that much bulk times 4 to the card, if that makes any sense at all. And if not, I'm sorry, I digress. I'm moving on. I just chose to use the inside of the letter versus the inside and the frame. And the frame itself, or the outline, was too minuscule. So because it is very thin, I said I was moving on. I'll move on. I actually still have them sitting here on my desk in a bowl, so I need to use them. So I've got them mounted. I feel like they were all fairly evenly spaced and lined up well from top to bottom. And so I put a little bit of fun foam on the back, and then I mount the entire Kissy lip down to the card base. Guys, oh my gosh. I think this one might be my favorite. It's more traditional in that it's the red and pink for Valentine's Day, but it's great. I love it. And I can't take credit for it because I feel like ACLD did all the work. But now I'm going to summarize. I'll wrap it up. That was obviously the green one with the smooch. This one was a bonus. And I used small Kissy lips from the same set where that big Kissy lip is from, the green ones. And the Love Ya is from Catherine Pooler. And this particular background has had several iterations. It was one of my very first gel plate pulls, and it ended up being the background for this. And those cute little piggies are from All in Create. And so here I am. I'm just summarizing. This is the card in this video. I love it. Again, guys, you know I always invite you. Let me know what you think, whether you like it, whether you don't, whether you would use it, whether you want to see changes, whatever. Let me know. So this one I did kind of a close-up so you could see that I stenciled the dots, and I also used that same dot stencil to create a dry emboss effect in the back. And this one's just funny. Kiss me, you had me at bacon, and he's giving her a flower, and she's like swooning. Oh my gosh, they're fun. So guys, here they all are, all 5 of my Kissy lip cards. I was going to do 5 videos, but I didn't have enough footage for the Love Ya and the Kiss Me. So you guys just got big kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Smooches and kisses to you all. Happy Valentine's Day. You guys are the best. Thank you for being part of my tribe, for hanging out with me today. Like, subscribe, comment, all the things. I'll see y'all soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.